Hi guys, welcome to day 3. Today we're going to continue our Adobe Photoshop, right? So the first tool we're going to see is clone stamp and pattern stamp. Let me create a new file with the width of 2000 pixel and height of 1000 pixel. Okay, just click on create. Here we're going to use clone stamp and pattern stamp. So this is that tool. Just click on, first we will finish pattern stamp. Click on pattern stamp. So after clicking the stamp, you can see the patterns which we have already. So we have trees, grass, so water like patterns we have. We just click on this. Okay, so brush is very small, just I'm increasing the size of brush, clone object. Okay, increase the size. Okay, just click and drag. So this is pattern. Okay, you can change the pattern like this. Let me convert our image into pattern image. So I selected this image. For this I'm going to click on Windows and here patterns. So we can see many number of patterns here. Okay, so here I am going to add new pattern. For that you just click on here the symbol, so our image will be shown here. Okay, I am going to give a sample 1. Okay, now the pattern was created. So go back to that window, pattern stamp. Just click on this pattern. So pattern was created as per our image. Right. So here we have aligned. Okay, if you uncheck this align, so you will be getting unaligned pattern. Okay, so see, again I am clicking on align. So you will have aligned pattern of pattern images. Now I am going to clone this image to next image. So Alt plus click and then go back here. You can just click and drag so that your selected image will be cloned. Right? Gradient. For that I am going to select this girl and I am going to change the background as gradient background. Gradient means the mint of color. So it will start with one color and end with another color. That is gradient. So let me select this object. Yes, select inverse. So I am going to give gradient background for this selected place. So I'm going to select this icon, so gradient. See here, it started from black and ended with white. So we have number of color combination. If you click here, so we have default color combination like this. You can also change the color here. So this is color stock. You just change the mixing, color mixing, or else you can add new color also by clicking on the center. Okay, here we can get color, so here you can select new color also. So that new color will be blended with this old color. Okay, so here. Okay, I'm just clicking OK. Then you just click and drag like this. So the color will be changed. Okay. If you want to change it again click and drag. So I want to have a diagonally, click and drag. If you want system format, you can choose like this. Okay, from default color combination you can choose. Right? So let me see blur tool. So blur means we're going to select blur. This is blur. Yes. Okay, this is blur tool, so you can blur particular area. Okay, the next one is sharpen. Sharpen in the sense the edge will be still more sharp. So it will be identified. See, I have already blurred this eyes. After giving this sharp, I become very sharp. So this is the use of sharpen tool. Then smudge tool. Smudge tool is used to see. Yeah, I'm just increasing the. Okay. Smudge tool is used to smudge that particular pixel. So this is the use of smudge tool. Okay, just I have increased this. By using this tool, we can increase the body mass. Okay. So this is the use of smudge tool. Okay. The next tool is exposure tool. So click here and click on exposure. So this is shortcut actually. You can increase the white color here. So that's exposure. You can decrease the brightness. I mean white color. According to your need, you can adjust the exposure. Right? Yes. So this is exposure. Let me see about a pen tool. Okay, pen tool is very interesting tool actually. We can use this very effectively. So click and this time giving 200 as width. 1000 as height. Okay, great. So select on pen tool. So select on pen tool. So here we have a multiple option. Let me see one by one. First pen tool. You just click and click. You can change the shape here. Okay, this is pen tool. Particularly we are using pen tool for drawing a shape like this. Okay, the next one is curvature pen. So this is very interesting. Just click, 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 click and click. So it automatically forms curve according to our points. Click, 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 click. Okay, I am going to put a curve here. So click, 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 click and click. Okay, so you can use this for drawing an image also. Then next one is add anchor point, delete anchor point. So you just, if you want to add, you can add here, right? So this is add. Delete means you can delete the points. According to your need, you can delete the points or add the point. Right. Next one is convert point tool. Convert point tool in the sense, after drawing, so here it will convert the point. Just click. So it will sharpen the pointage. Let me see shape tool. So here you can go with shapes. Okay, shapes. So you can draw, and this is property window. Here you can choose your own color. This is stroke. If you want to give stroke, just click here. Stroke color is, let me choose from here, this green, and this is stroke. With stroke means it will follow the outline and it will draw automatically. Okay, that's stroke. So we can use dotted and dashed line also. So here you can increase and decrease the gap between the dots. Okay, yes, now we have created the rectangle with stroke. Okay, again let me change the shape here. For that, click here and you can change the shape according to here. So we can use rounded edge, ellipse and polygon, line and custom shapes also. Let me use multiple shapes. Just I am creating again new window. Okay, long press and select custom shapes tool. So here you can find lot many shapes. Here we can select lot many shapes. Okay, I am going with this. Yes, it will automatically form shape. And again, let me, this is very simple to create this shapes. This is custom shapes. Right, let me move on to next option. Text tool. So file, new, this time using 2000 into 1000. Click on text. So here we have a number of options. Click here. Okay, I'm going to increase the point size. Right, I can choose font style also. Okay, so here I'm going to type hello. Okay, for this I can, for this click on window and give properties. Okay, so we can increase the length like this. So gap between every character we can give like this, and we can increase the points in sense. We can increase the size of the font. Alright, then we can choose color here. Okay, then we can choose vertical type. So vertical type means we just click on here. Hello. Then let me see how to use pattern for our text. Okay, let me take one example from here. Okay, just I'm using text. I'm using hello. So I'm going to resize it for 400 points. 400 point. Okay, now here we want to unlock the background. So let me select this hello by clicking on control. Okay, this text have been selected. Okay, now we're going to change the layer, the first layer. Then again see here shortcut add layer mask. Click on that. So layer have been masked. We can apply the same thing for shapes also. After drawing some shape, you can use the same method to clip the background image inside that shape. Other Photoshop tools. So other Photoshop tools is like ruler tool, count tool and note tool. Actually these tools are not used for editing purpose. These tools are used for helping the designer. See, the ruler tool is used for measuring the length. Okay, we can see this here, ruler, note and count. Before that I am selecting one image, right? So ruler tool. This tool is used to measure between two objects. See, I am going to measure from this tree to this stone. Okay, here we got with this like 974 and x-axis and y-axis measurement. Okay, we can measure it, so that's all. We can measure from this stone to this stone, or we can measure the water flow length. Okay, for this purpose we using ruler. Then next one is note. Note is for, see, when I click this note toolbox appears. So here I can give like big tree. Okay, again for this I'm going to use big stone. Right here I am giving water. Okay, for making notes we using note tool. Okay, this won't affect our designs, so this is only for designer purpose. The next tool is count tool. So this count tool is used for just giving the numbers 1 and 2, 3, 4. Just for counting purpose. See here, for notes we can delete the notes also. Yes. So delete. Now we have numbers. So marker size is 2. We can increase the size. This dot size. We have increased the dot size. If we want to increase the label size, we can increase the label size. 1, 2, 3. This won't affect the image. See, I am going to save this image file, save as, okay, on my computer. Just I am using sample and save as. We have many formats to which we can save, like we can save as JPEG, we can save as PNG, or we can save as Photoshop file itself, bitmap file. So for website designing purpose, we use GIF or JPEG or PNG. Okay, I will go with JPEG and click on save sample.jpg. Here it asking for quality, so we can give large size or small size. If we give large file, the size, the MB will be increased 1.2 M. Okay, so here, so it was in KB. Okay, when I increase it to large size, it was 1.2 MB. If you want to use medium, you can go with 434 KB. Okay, just I'm giving OK. Let me go to the class folder and see that sample. What is that sample? So it was here. See, nothing found here. So these tools are used only for making notes for designers. Now let me see about layers, grouping and smart object. Okay, let me take this image. So for creating group, see in the top right corner you having folder like icon. Just click on that. One new group will be created. You can name it as anything as like you want. Double click on it and give us okay. I can create new layer by clicking on this plus icon. So new layer is created inside this girl folder. Okay, if I want to make this layer inside that folder, so we can make it. The main use of this grouping is when you are doing big project like designing a whole website using Photoshop. So on that time you can use this grouping option. You can use group for header, footer and slider. So for such things you can use this group. Okay, anyway, we're going to see about this creating and designing a website using Photoshop. It will be like only design. We are not going to do any coding and all. We are going to frame a structure how our website will come. Okay, so for that purpose we will be using layers, groups and smart object. All those things we will use. Okay, for smart object, okay, you just click on the layer, okay, right click So click on convert to smart object. Okay. If we applying some designs or we applying some tools on this layer means it will be organized separately. For example, in next topic we going to see about filters. So for filters, just I'm using filter here itself. I'm going to use blur. Okay, Gaussian blur. Increase up to 13. You just blur the layer, right? So then just click on this layer and make it visible. Okay, here we can select only the object. So select object. Okay, we have selected the object. So we don't want this, so I am going to subtract this from selection, right? Okay. So I'm going to use Ctrl C and paste in this new layer, Ctrl V, right? So I have pasted in separate layer, layer 1. Let me move on this layer 1. So we got this. Let me make this to bottom. Okay. Just click. Actually, this is our blurred image. Okay, we made one new layer with selected object, right? The main use of the smart object is if I want to remove the particular option which I have given for that layer, I can remove by clicking on this. If I want to show, I want to show. Okay, just I am applying next option, filter, and we can go with crystallize. Okay, just like this. Click on OK. Yes. Okay, if I want to remove this Gaussian blur, you can remove. Okay, if I want to remove this crystallize, go and remove. Okay, I am just showing for example when we are working with a big process, big project. So on that time it will be more helpful for you. Don't miss this option. Let me move on to the next topic, is blending option. So blending option, for this I am going to take a next example. Okay, unlock the background, and it's better to create duplicate layer always so that we can match with the original content or it won't affect the original image. Okay, so for this I am going to give blending option. Very simple. Click on this empty area, double click. Okay, this blending option will be opened. Okay, you can just move like this. We have these several options inside the blending option. Bevel and emboss. This is mainly for button like texture. Okay, we unable to see this here. Just I'm doing the text. Okay, reduce the font size. Okay, or else just have. Okay, let me create a click button. click here. Okay, we're going to create button actually. Okay, we want to place this inside a box, right? Just I'm going to click on button. Okay, and I'm going to create a button with background color as blue with the stroke. Stroke means the outline of the box. I'm just increasing the stroke. So let me change the stroke color to white. Okay, let it be for 4 pixel, 4.43 pixel. Okay, so now we're going to change the position of the layer. So the click here option came in front. I'm going to change the color of the click here. Just change the color to white. Okay, if I want to give underline, so like other options means we can use line tool from the shape tool. Okay, so we have a nice button. Now we're going to give blending option for this button. Okay, so now let's close this. So here just double click here, click on bevel emboss. Okay, if we click on this checkbox, the option will be implemented here. If we click on the name, the other option will be shown. We can use the size like this. You can notice the changes here. Okay, we can notice the changes. Right? For zooming, we want to click. We want to press Ctrl and click. Okay. Use this option and all. So opacity. Opacity means the transparency of this particular option. Okay, so we have given bevel emboss. Here we have two options. One is counter, another one is texture. Okay, we can directly implement this counter. So counter is same, which is seen already. So next one is texture. Okay, here for texture we have different kinds of texture which we have already seen in patterns. Okay, so we can select that particular texture to show as a background. So that is texture. So the next one is stroke. Stroke we have already seen. Stroke we have already given to here we have given white color as a stroke, right? Again we can give here stroke. I am going to give red. Okay, just I am increasing this size. Okay, this is stroke. Okay, for zoom out, press on Alt and click. For zoom in, press on Ctrl and click. Okay, we can use this hand symbol for moving the image. Okay, then let me see inner shadow. So inner shadow means we will have the shadow inside the object. So we can increase the distance. So you can notice that the shadow will be given for inside. Okay, we have another option. It is outside. It's a normal shadow. You can give like this. Choke is the weight of the shadow. Okay, so here you can add two types of shadow. So here you can give shadow for this side, and also you can give option for next side also. Okay, so now I'm just unchecking the inner shadows. Then inner glow. So inner glow means it will give glow effect. Okay, it will give glow effect only inside the option. Okay, we can increase the size. You can notice that the glow is applied inside, right? Then satin. Satin means giving the gradient option. So here we have several options in blending mode, like lighten or hard mix. Okay, we can use dissolve. So these and all options we can use for satin. So again, color overlay means we can change the color of that particular object. So here I have clicked on color overlay. Now I can change the color to another color. Okay, we can open this with color palette, then we can change accordingly. Okay, then this is gradient overlay, the same as satin. Satin will work with a single color and its combinations, and gradient will work with multiple color. Okay, I don't want this color overlay. Now the gradient. So gradient comes with the several color option, which we have already seen in gradient option before. Right. So this is system gradient overlays. If we want to give our own overlay, we can go with double clicking on this gradient color. Then we can change the color stopper. We can give new color also like this. Okay, this is gradient overlay. Next we go on pattern overlay, which we already seen, right? We can give this for particular object also. So this is pattern overlay. Okay, next one is outer glow. So outer glow means opposite to inner glow. The glow will be applied outside the object. So just click on the outer glow. You can see by clicking on spread. Okay, you can see by clicking on spread and size. This is looking like glow, so I am stopping here. So the next one is drop shadow. Just click on drop shadow. This opposite to inner shadow, which we have already seen here. This is opposite to inner shadow. Click on drop shadow, and if we want to increase the distance, we can increase the distance. If we want to increase the size also, we can increase the size of the shadow. And one more thing, it will be applied for all shadows or stroke and all. So this is angle. So the shadow is applied in 171 angle. We can change this angle like this. Click and move. Okay, according to that angle, see the shadow position will be changed. So angle, okay, you can change the angle like this. Okay, this and all the blending option this is applicable only for layers. When double clicking on the layer, this plain area, you can see this blending options. Okay, let me move on to the next topic is filter effects. So we have seen Gaussian blur already, right? Let me see filters. So we have already seen Gaussian filter and pixelate and all. So these and all filters which we have, you can go with whatever you want. So for crystallize, okay, let me go with mosaic. We can give the cell size, can increase or decrease the cell size. Okay, number of square per cell. Okay, click on OK. Let me zoom. Okay, the pixelate have happened. So it was very minute. So can we repeat again? Just pixelate, give mosaic, and let me increase the squares. As we given minute squares, you are unable to see. So according to our need, we can increase or decrease the cell size. The task of the day is create a poster for an advertisement, like you can create poster for food industry or you can create poster for education industry. Just I have given a sample how to lay out the poster so that it will be shared in FB or Instagram. So that way you just design with height and width. Okay, after designing that image, save it as Photoshop PDF. So Photoshop PDF will be in the save as list. Okay, you can choose that and you can save as PDF and upload that PDF in our site. Just below this video we have browse button, you just upload there. Thank you so much for watching this session. See you soon in the next session. Until then, bye. It's Nitya.